What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on What If Deku Had Asta's Powers Part 7, crispy Part 7. And I think this might be the last part for now on What If Deku Had Asta's Powers. Because, we just finished off with the sports, or we're going to finish off with the sports episode today, and then we'll go ahead and go finish off Stain today, and then that should be done. So this is probably going to be the final part. But before we jump into this what if, let me just thank all the people that joined my Discord in between videos. And you guys really impressed me. Last time we only had one person join. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people joining our Discord. So thank you, Keen Dragon 140, Kiter Ryan 14, Carnell 1233, Raging Drake, Escanor, and Toothed Birch 56 for joining the Discord. So if you guys want to shout out like these fine gentlemen and gentlewomen, then go down into the description down below, join the Discord, come chill and hang out with us. I tend to talk with fans if I'm on. You guys can, chat or just join the VCs, because most likely I'll be in one of the VCs eventually, and then we just chat and have fun. Maybe even play some games of Among Us or Minecraft or whatever else with each other. But now, after getting that all out of the way, let's jump straight into this what if. Where he last left off, Deku had just defeated Todoroki. Pretty easily, might I add. And he was gonna go against Bakugo. Deku walked up to Bakugo on the stage, and Bakugo says, Izuku, if I didn't really think your quirk wasn't that good, I wouldn't be nearly as excited as I am now. Go all out on me. Don't hold anything back. Izuku looks at Bakugo and he's like, okay, you asked for it. As soon as the fight starts, Deku instantaneously transforms into his black form and then quickly takes out Bakugo. Quicker than most people could even see him move. They realized that Deku was really just toying with everyone else, especially after how quickly he took out Bakugo without even a second thought. Izuku sits there looking at Bakugo and he's like, hey, you're the guy who asked me to go all out on you. Bakugo gets up after being flung out of the arena and just looks at Deku with utter shock. He knew Izuku was quick and pretty strong, but he didn't expect Izuku to be that quick to take him out in less than a second. He at least thought he was somewhat decent, but Izuku was on a totally different level and scale as Bakugo. It was insane. It was almost like he didn't even train. Like all of his work meant for nothing against this little nerds who got some weird demon quirk. Bakugo scoffed and walked upstage. Izuku got first place. All Might congratulated him. He had seen how much Izuku had gained control of his quirk. Knowing that he himself had gained control of his quirk was pretty amazing. Izuku said, I haven't been gaining control of 100% of my quirk. All Might thought that was weird, and he asked Izuku why hadn't he gained full control of his quirk. Izuku explained, well, you see, All Might, there's an issue, okay? My quirk only lets me gain increments in percentages. So in other words, over time, I become stronger. Currently, I can only use 8% of my max quirk's power. All Might thinks that this sounds very familiar to One For All, knowing that One For All caused a similar issue with most of the newer users, causing them to have to adapt their body and prepare to use it at higher levels. Well, hopefully you become able to use 100% of your power by the end of this year. Izuku smiled at All Might's words and told him thank you. Deku then went and talked with Aizawa. Aizawa congratulated him on winning first place. and also congratulated him on not even having to use Eclipse Zone, which Aizawa thought he was going to have to use for Todoroki. But Deku proved him wrong just by him easily defeating Todoroki. All Might smiled knowing that his student was pretty well off. Aizawa then stated that he couldn't take Deku for an internship because, well, he had to actually teach the other students and it'd be no different. But he does think that someone will definitely want to take him for an internship. Deku smiled at this, expecting that whatever internship he got, that the person was going to be good. Most people applied for him to do an internship, tons from smaller groups and tons from higher groups. But Deku smiled when he saw one of the internships come in. He remembered the man, and Deku thought it was hilarious that this man had asked him to intern. So Deku accepted it. Deku showed up on his internship and saw his friends standing next to him. Todoroki was kind of surprised that Deku had decided to intern with his father. When Todoroki had asked why Deku decided, Deku said, "Well, you see, your old man was kind of a prick to me, so I decided to intern with him." That makes no sense, Izuku. I know, but don't worry, it's all good. Okay, if that's what you say. Izuku and Todoroki both enter the building. Afterwards, they were greeted by Endeavor. Even though I saw you take up the form, I didn't think you would actually come, kid. Deku smiled and he's like, I came because you said you would teach me next time we got together. And I figured this would be a great opportunity for you to teach me. Deku really didn't like Endeavor that much. Then again, not too many people did. He was a great hero, but his actions just seemed, well, unheroic. So Izuku then started to prepare to fight against Endeavor. Endeavor's like, are you sure, kid? I'm way stronger than you. God, I would be surprised if you got taken out by my first attack. Izuku smiled at Endeavor's cautious words as he responded, saying, you know, if I believed that you were a threat, I wouldn't have come here. Endeavor scoffed at Izuku's claim, thinking he was just being some sort of loudmouth just to upset him, which Izuku was. He wasn't 100% gonna act like he wasn't doing this just to piss off Endeavor. Todoroki kind of laughs at Izuku's statement too. Todoroki had knew Deku's main reason for coming here was to just get back at his dad, so he didn't find any issue with him coming. Endeavor charges up, about to attack. When they say go, Endeavor launches a massive fireball, but Deku quickly blocks it using his anti-magic sword, and then rushes towards Endeavor, activating his black form instantly. Endeavor was able to react quick enough and sent a fire flying at Izuku. Izuku dodges it and then activates Eclipse Zone, causing all of Endeavor's quirk energy to stop. Todoroki saw Deku's power and was kind of confused. He had never seen Deku use this ability before. He asked Deku if it was a new ability, and Deku stated, yeah, it is. It's called Eclipse Zone. Anyone inside this zone can't use their quirk. Sorry about that, guys. Anyone inside this zone can't use their quirk. And that even includes the pro heroes. Endeavor scoffs at Deku's claim as he tries to activate his quirk. Izuku said, that won't work, as he then quickly hit Endeavor into the gut using his anti-magic covered arm to deal extra physical damage to him. Endeavor coughs up lightly. Not any blood, but definitely starts to gag. Deku says, this fight's over. Next time, don't try to act all bossy to me. Izuku then walks away. Endeavor's still just sitting there, shocked that this kid, a student no less, was able to defeat him so easily. He understood that maybe Todoroki can learn something. Izuku was super quick, stupidly quick, and Endeavor knew this quirk gave him the ability to fly, but it wasn't like it gave him the ability to be super strong too. That must have been just his basic physical training. God, what did this boy have to go through to gain this much strength, Endeavor wondered. He looked towards Deku. As he saw Deku's retreating figure, and a small smile started to perk up on his face. If this was Izuku's strength, then maybe he can help. Then maybe he can help Todoroki with his power, making Todoroki even stronger. His goal was still to get Todoroki to be the #1 hero. Even though he wasn't currently, it was still his goal in the end. Todoroki scoffs as he could see the look on his dad's face. Todoroki knew his dad very well, so he knew when he got the look on that face he was thinking of using Deku to train him. Todoroki sighs. His father can hear him sigh as he looks back to see Todoroki give him the look of disapproval. He wasn't too fazed by it, but he did feel kind of upset that his son didn't want to grow exponentially stronger. A week and a half goes by, and then eventually Todoroki led Izuku around city. Endeavor had told him just to go explore when suddenly some weird creatures started to appear everywhere. They were the Nomu back from the USJ. Wait, Deku didn't know that. Scratch that. Scratch that. I just realized that that's a massive flaw in my storytelling. My bad, guys. Again. God, this last part. Weird creatures were invading the city. Deku could tell that they looked humanoid, but they weren't humans. They seemed to be something different entirely. Izuku starts to prepare to attack. He was able to quickly slice one in half, which kind of confused Todoroki at first. Deku then explained that they weren't actual humans. They were something different. It's okay to kill them. Todoroki understood as he starts launching ice attack after ice attack. Meanwhile, Deku thought about something else. Ida had told him that his brother was injured by the hero killer Stain. Deku remembered that Ida was here and the last sighting of Stain was here. Deku thought, shit. Todoroki's asked Deku, what's wrong? I think Ida's trying to get revenge for his brother. What? Yeah, I think he's trying to get revenge for his brother. Think of it, why would he choose this city out of all the cities he could go to? There's literally no reasoning. It must be because he wants to get revenge for his brother. I see. What should we do? You stay here and fight Nomu. I'll go quickly search around the entire city. My speed far exceeds almost everyone else's here. If I can't find them, then there's an issue. Okay, I see. Izuku quickly transforms into his black form and sprints as quickly as he can, or flies as quickly as he can. Sprint flying? Yeah, sprint flying as quickly as he can. He searched the entire city, and luckily he found Ida pretty quickly. After finding Ida, he saw that he was injured. Before Ida could even say anything to Deku, Deku quickly attacked the man that injured him. Before Deku even realized that it was the hero killer Stain, Deku slammed the man into the wall, causing the man to basically instantly fall unconscious. Deku picked up Ida's body and picked up the man's body. He saw Watchhound and picked up him too. He took them all back over to the hospital so they can heal while taking the hero killer Stain to jail. Afterwards, Deku had then quickly transformed out of his black form and proceeded to help clean up the Nomu. Since Deku looked differently when he was in his black form, and not many people knew, well, people knew of his black form, but no one really knew of his black form, so it was kind of hidden. Deku was able to easily turn into criminals without the police questioning him, especially when hero killer Stain just shows up on their front porch. Deku chose the hero name Black Devil, in case of anyone was wondering. The rest of the internship went on pretty well. Most of the Nomu were captured and rounded up. And that's where I'm going to leave this series off. Now, if you guys like this series, hit the like button. Go check out my other series on the channel. And until next time, goodbye.